It's your girl, Elizabeth Adeola Oshode. You know why I think a lot of people fail? And you spend and waste your time having pity parties about your situation. It's mostly because you don't know your worth. You must learn to know your worth. What you take for granted, simple, doesn't matter, doesn't mean anything, is a lot for a lot of people, even amongst your friends and families. You must know how much work you put into yourself. Just because you're not seeing the profit and benefits in monetary gains doesn't mean that you don't matter. What you have disregarded and not appreciative to God for is why you're failing. You can be confident, be bold, speak the truth in love, don't intrude in other people's spaces, and still retain your stays. Emigo man wura mi, timba wa won ti o lapa ti o lese. Àwọn tó ní owó lọ́wọ́ jù mí lọ, those that are richer than me, but God has seen it in His infinite mercy to create me with this kind of personality. Without opening my mouth, understand the way life works. Nobody gives a hoot about you. Husbands, know the value of your wives. Wives, know why your husbands may be undergoing some trials out there. Are you the only one? Why do you keep having enemies? And you are the nicest person in the room, but you don't understand the glory that you carry. Lord, I thank you for how He has made me, how God has made me. I don't have much, but I'm okay. Even in your being okay with living in a ramshackle house, not rich, you still have enemies because they don't understand why this laughter, this beauty refuses to fade away. I don't have much, but I am happy. I love my life. I don't want your life. I don't want Otedola's life. I don't want Lizzie Anjorin's life. I don't want Dr. Caroline's life. I love my life. So God and I understand that what I'm looking for is how to live it well. Take care of my own. If I go into other people's lives right now, will I belong there? Be grateful. Doesn't matter how wise you are, how foolish. One day, you will cease to exist, like I will cease to exist. Why won't we kadele? Shejeje, suru, shejeje. Doing right, being patient doesn't mean you're foolish. I'm going to work now. I don't resume until 7, even though it's strike, they're going to pay me. But I took the time since about 3:15, taking care of myself. When you see ladies out with teas, know that they put the effort into themselves. I respect you that are married, concerned with your children, with your husband's mess. You respect me in my single life and the sacrifices that I make and the losses that I have encountered. The problem is when you compare your life to mine, you will oftentimes have reasons to want to hate me. And perhaps if I did the same foolish thing as you, I will have the reason to hate you. Why would you hate somebody that you've never met, that never hurt you? Because they know how to appear in control and have the discipline that it takes. I'm not my sisters. I keep saying that. I'm not my brothers. And you with different children, 2, 3, 4 children, need to respect that. They are different. You want them to take the goodness of you, but you want them to be able to channel and navigate this world in the special way that God has created for them. Nobody is perfect in their ways, in their thoughts, in their words, but the intentions of your heart matters towards somebody else and how you get those things that you're looking for. Stop hating. We didn't create ourselves. And no, some of you have fibroids. You've had fibroids since Lumole. You refuse to do surgery because traditionally you don't believe in doing surgery, or you have gone to one afar imam prophet that told you that you must not go under the knife, so you remain ugly. All the toxins from those fibroids, those tumors, are radicals in your system, but you detest those who take care of themselves. I will never be you. But the sure fact is, I know that you will never be me. Let me live my life. I'll let you live yours. Breathe. Draw in life, hope, prospect. Be a champion. Some of you wives, you fail. You keep pushing this man out. Any man that's going to step out will step out. Some of these men step out because their wives are pregnant and can't tolerate big. You go bring out STDs, endanger the lives of your pregnant women with their children in vitro. But that's not why I'm here. I'm saying, don't you ever, as a woman, not in this day and age, not continue to respectfully put before your men that you cannot be mistresses and you don't want to be stay-at-home housewives. When you don't earn money, this punani is not enough to give you respect before a man. What gives you respect is your contributions, tangible, measurable, in your marriage. The beauty about life, like my profession, I love nursing because I can go PRN, which means I work when life allows me to while I'm in school, but still make enough money to pay the bills. I can go full-time, which means I throw myself in and there's room for overtime. Learn that life is not written in stones. And if it is written, God will provide the armor that you can break it into pieces and align. Life is about alignment. Where we are in our lives at different times are different. But you want to stay the same. You like comfort. What is inevitable in life is change. How come somebody says, I have 250 or 2.5 million to help the average Nigerian poor to go into business? This is VTM, by the way. And then you bring the youth out. I want to help my mother. I like to build a mansion for my father. I want to reward my brother. It's not a business strategy. You must be working. Now, I know the things I'm praying to God for. I know the things that I hope for. You wake me up, snoring, deep in sleep, stressed, upset, whatever, wherever you find me. And you say, Elizabeth, what can I do to prosper you? How can I help your business model? I will not put hem. I will not think twice. I will lay down. I have notebooks in my house that I jot down my ideas on. I have a business plan. I'm not working hopeless. I'm a working, living, breathing, hopeful human being with vision. If Dangote meets me tomorrow and he can risk is money, to ask me, what do you want to do with your life? How do you think you can spend 50 million naira? I'm not even talking about 2.5. I will give him a written with proof business